hope you guys are all doing well. Elizabeth J here. I first want to say thank you so much to everyone supporting and consistently watching my videos, supporting, engaging, and starting conversations with me as well. Which, if you have an idea or would like me to see different things or have questions amongst certain topics, which is fitness, nutrition, jiu-jitsu, definitely comment them below. I would love to give you guys the content that you guys want to see. Overall, just thank you so much for supporting my channel and sending me such good positive energy. I definitely cannot thank you guys enough, and I genuinely hope you guys stick around. Those who have been here since the very beginning, you guys could vouch for me in the comments. This week's episode, I'm going to show you guys my night routine, my go-to night routine, and how I prepare for the gym the night prior. I am a early bird. I am a morning person. I love to do all of my activity in the morning because as a young woman who's getting her life together, a lot of things you got to do during the day, and that's work, that's spending time with family. You know how it is. Everyone has responsibilities, right? I'm a person where I like to wake up early, give myself the time that I need to be ready for the day. I'm gonna be in the gym early morning tomorrow. Tomorrow is leg day. Night routine is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Sometimes it takes longer than usual. Other times it's easy to do and it's not a lot to do. Like today, it shouldn't be a lot to do since tomorrow I am off from work. I have less to worry about, less to stress about, right? My night routine would pretty much consist of making my breakfast, making sure I have water bottles ready for me in the fridge, nice and cold for me in the morning, sorting out my vitamins, making sure my gym outfit is ready to go, brush my teeth, shower, brush my hair, put in a bonnet, and go to sleep. Okay? Super simple. Highly recommend that you guys give yourself time rather at nighttime, at evening time, to get yourself ready for bed, especially if you're trying your best to get to the gym in the morning. A lot of people struggle. I also struggled a lot in the beginning where I wanted to go to the gym and I had no time. I felt like I had no time. I used to always use that excuse where I had no time. I had work, and I meant like I would work for like 10 to 12 hours a day sometimes Monday through Friday, 10 to 12 hours a day, a week, a full week. And you know, it was exhausting and it was tough, but after a while I was like, you know, this is draining me, and by the time I'm out the gym, I'm drained because I gave everyone else my energy but to myself. 1, 2, I'll go to the gym and it's super crowded. I will have to wait for machines. Sometimes I would even have to like steer off my workout plan because it's just too crowded. I just had a little epiphany, okay? I had to tell myself, what could I do to be sure I give myself the time I need for not only just my fitness, but pretty much my mental, right? We all need time to ourselves before we give ourselves to someone else. And I don't mean just someone else, but like to the world, which is work, relationships, friendships, outside things. You need to have time for yourself, and the gym was definitely one of those things I needed. It don't have to be the gym. It could be you getting up early and reading the Bible, or reading a book that you love, going for a nice walk, having a nice wholesome shower, prayer. It don't really matter, but on my page it's fitness, and my thing is the gym. Make it my mission in the morning to go to the gym, and in order for me to be successful to get to the gym in the morning is my night routine. My night routine is the foundation of my workout. My workout starts now. Doesn't start in the morning, doesn't start after warm-ups. It starts now. In order for me to have a successful workout, I have to start now. And if you're watching this and if you're looking to find out a better way, a better mindset of approaching a night routine, this is how it is. If you want a successful morning, you gotta have a successful night. Not everything on your to-do list for your night routine has to be perfect, but as long as you get the pillars of your night routine, okay, which is the priorities of what you absolutely need to do in your night routine to have a successful morning for yourself, especially at the gym. This is, you gotta put your mind there. You gotta be, all right, maybe I didn't get to this thing. Maybe it was beneficial for me to get to this thing. Would have been great if I get to this one thing, but at least I showered. At least I stretched. At least I iced my foot, whatever. At least I went to bed at the right time. The next morning, you're gonna have a good, decent workout. You do everything on the to-do list for your night routine, forget about it. Forget about it. You're gonna even have a greater morning workout. or greater morning to yourself. Watching this video, I hope you just stay in tune and just understand this is my night routine. You know, things I do, you don't have to do. Everyone's subjective to what they need to do at nighttime to be prepared for the next morning they set for themselves. But this is how I get ready for the gym. This is how I get ready for my morning, for my own time to just digress and to be in my own energy. So let's get to it. I don't want to ramble too much. It is currently around 7:30. I look to be in bed by 8:30 to 9 p.m. I still have to shower. I gotta make my breakfast. I gotta start my vitamins. I gotta stretch, and I gotta do some little bit recovery and a little bit of stuff, which is brush my hair, put in a bonnet, take my magnesium, get to bed. I already have out my gym outfit. I figured I'd do that before the video since I already knew me talking on the video is gonna cost a little more time, but it's okay. I sacrifice a little time for you guys, all right? All right. Let's just get to it, all right? So first things first, what I'm having for breakfast is pretty much what I have every single day. I have 2 eggs, 2 whole pastured eggs, 88 grams of bell pepper, chopped bell pepper, and 98 grams of zucchini. And what I usually like to do is I like to measure everything before I put it on the pan. Why? Because when you cook food, it resizes. The best way to know you're getting the correct macros and measurement for each food you're eating is to measure it when it's raw. So I'm gonna crack the eggs first. Just get this out the way. I don't know about you, but I absolutely hate having dirty hands, period. And whenever I make eggs, it just gets me the ook. I think I'm also gonna drink a water before I head to sleep because I think I only had 5 to 6 water bottles so far today, and I usually strive for a gallon. Done. In the little learning session, real quick, measure everything by grams because it's just the most simplest way to do so. I also like to measure in ounces, but when it comes to vegetables, I like to stick to grams. What I do is, if you're using a scale like mine, just press 0, make sure it's zeroed out. Then you're gonna put a plate. And no, you're not gonna leave it like this. Don't worry, just really no math. What you gotta do is just clear it. See, it goes back to 0. So now we're gonna cut the vegetable, okay? You see, it says 0. I cleared the plate. And pretty much you just cut. So the serving size of this, it says serving size half a medium, which means half a medium of a zucchini. I'll show you guys what that is right now. Half a medium of zucchini is 98 grams, and that's the serving size I am eating. Oh, big this is. So obviously I'm not eating all of this in one morning. That'll be too much on my digestive. See, right now it's 33 grams. I want to get to 98. Even if it's like 100 grams, that's fine. That's just literally 2 more grams. It's not a biggie, but just want to measure until you get close to the serving size. I like to just do this in the nighttime instead of the morning because sometimes I need extra sleep, you know, extra Z's, and I like to just get into bed. Well, I just like to get out of bed easy, not having to worry about anything, especially let alone in the morning. I like to just be sure I get into the car, warm it up, I eat my food while I warm it up, and that's it. See, it went up to 100 grams. Serving size is 98 grams, but it's only 2 more grams. That's not gonna hurt me. I'm not stressing over that, okay? It's close to the gram and the serving size. As you can see here, I'm not stressing out about it. Add the zucchini. Okay. I just like to lay them flat on the pan. And no, the pan is not that hot, so I'm okay. The pan is nice and warm and ready for the zucchini. All right. Now as this gets warmed and roasted, let's put it on medium high, well, medium low, sorry. Literally the same thing. We're measuring in grams because bell pepper is a vegetable, all right? It's the plate on top of the scale. It's 16 grams, the plate, right? We're gonna cancel it out by restarting the scale. it's back to 0. Now, bell pepper is around the same amount of calories, 20 calories, of 88 grams. And I keep pouring the bell pepper until I get to 88 grams. I want you guys to see the number. Ah, we're at 88. I'm done measuring. I'm putting my scale away. I hear the zucchini popping. She smells amazing. Zucchini is so good, especially if you want to stay away from starchy carbs and get more vegetables and fiber in your system. I highly recommend zucchini. I also recommend zucchini for the simple fact that it has a lot of potassium. Everyone says it's good to have sodium in your system for working out. It helps feed your muscles, pump them up, make them active. But too much sodium, which sometimes we get caught up. We love a lot of sodium in our food, right? Because it makes food tastier. In order to balance that out, you need potassium. So that's another reason why I highly recommend zucchini or any type of squash or even a banana. They all have potassium, high potassium, and it's really good for your gut. This is almost done. I should get my glass plate ready, which is my container for tomorrow. Don't mind me, guys. I am warming up some food for my baby sister. My baby sister is hungry. Okay. This, I want to make sure this is nice and good for her. She deserves a good dinner. I think my zucchini is pretty much done. So lower the heat. Yeah, this looks all right. This needs more cook. This needs more cook. I like to have mine a little burnt, just so I know it's like nice and crisp and soft in the morning. As I wait for this, I'm gonna get my baby girl's food more ready. Let's see what's up with my zucchini. All right, this one is good. Little ones are getting off the pan because they cook super fast, and I don't want them too crisp. I'm getting your food ready. That's my beautiful sister. As you see, this does take a lot of time. It's already 8 o'clock. I gotta shower and stretch and all that. Zucchini is done. So that's great. I'm gonna lower this all the way. Gonna fan the pan so it could cool down. Another thing I like to do is a little trick I use for my eggs as well as my pancakes. If I ever make pancakes, I like to just wipe and get all that little gunk off the pan. A little burnt. I don't want that on my eggs, right? That's one thing about night routines. Sometimes same time, because you gotta do what you gotta do. And in order to get a good night's sleep, you gotta make sure you go to sleep on time. I definitely want my sleep. Last few nights I actually did have really good sleep, so I'm really not stressing too much, but at the same time, I want to be prepared for tomorrow. I'll probably eat the bagel in the morning. I've been skipping the bagel recently, but I don't want to be in mid workout and my workout starts turning into me burning calories versus getting a pump and burning calories at the same time. Feel me? Hands at the bell pepper, all done. If you guys haven't tried bell pepper with your eggs, what are you doing? Like, it's such a game changer. It makes the eggs more refreshing and easier to eat, and it's healthier for you. I know some people like to put cheese in their eggs. I used to be one of those people, but now that I'm in my fitness journey and just trying to eat better and healthier, bell pepper is the way to go. Bell pepper and zucchini, or just type of vegetable. I used to also, which I still do love, spinach with my eggs, scrambled eggs, kind of like an omelet. Definitely worth the try, especially if you're sick and tired of eating plain eggs and plain scrambled eggs. Like, I used to do that and I would lose my mind every time, and it would ruin my opportunity to stay on track with my food. So you got to enjoy what you eat, especially if you're on a diet or just trying to eat better. You should not be hating what you eat. What you're eating is good for your body and it should be delicious. Try to bell pepper if you're sick and tired of the eggs, okay? I like to put this on my eggs, which if you guys would like to try, definitely check it out. It has no sodium, which I love so much about it. Delicious. Some good herbs for you. I like to put a lot of this. I run out of this table blend so much, so be careful. We mix up my eggs. So that way in the morning it is good to go. And then breakfast is served. I will do the bagel in the morning because I like my bagel fresh. I'm not gonna put it overnight. That's kind of, I don't really like that too much. My breakfast is done. I'm gonna let it cool off a little bit before I put it into the fridge. And as I do so, I'm going to sort my vitamins. I have my Oxy Shred gummies, Inflamus supplement that helps me take inflammation on my body. I got my vitamin D, and I got my beetroot to help circulate all the blood throughout my body and get a nice pump for tomorrow. See guys, I am nicely showered and refreshed. I need to stretch, in which I like to stretch while I'm in bed, especially with a time crunch like I have today. Right now it's about 8:45, approaching 9 p.m. I'm happy I'm in bed already, but I still have to brush my hair, some vitamin E oil and lotion on my face, and just stretch, okay? Let's just brush this hair, get in the bonnet. And the first thing you have to do is wake up and just worry about getting things ready for you. You're just taking time away from yourself. Yeah, but sometimes, you know, you need extra sleep. And if you need the extra sleep, imagine not being prepared and sleeping a little later. Or you wake up earlier, you're supposed to, but you're tired and your body's trying to catch up. Like all these little scenarios, you want to be sure you beat them. And you beat them by being prepared. It's always good to be prepared, have control over the things you have control over, especially if, like, let's say you're not prepared and something in the morning really throws you off. Now you have to prepare yourself for the day, like at that time, at that moment, while trying to keep up with whatever life just threw at you. That's a lot to take in the morning. That's gonna even probably raise your cortisol levels, like stress levels, and there goes your time. There goes time wasting to just get some time for yourself. Versus if you prepared being thrown at you, you just attend to it right away. Everything else is taken care of. Once that little bump in the road is over, you get to just enjoy what you gotta do for you. Just really put yourself in that mindset. You have to put yourself in those shoes, in those scenarios. You know, like, what if this happens tomorrow? What if that happens tomorrow? I gotta be ready. And I'm not saying extreme what ifs, obviously, God forbid, but reasonable things. You never know what life is going to throw at you. You have to be ready, you have to be prepared, and you want to be sure you give yourself time in the morning. It's already probably like 9:30. I am in bed. I am about to braid my hair and get to bed. I don't know about you guys, but I am feeling pretty sleepy, so I am going to catch my Z's now. Have a good night. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was more calm than the last video I posted. Next video, it'll probably be more within the last tempo of my last one, okay? Thank you so much, and like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.